What's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel, your number one source for the Polkadot ecosystem. Today, we're going to be talking about how would I invest $1,000 in the Polkadot ecosystem. Now, I got a comment asking how I would invest $1,000. So I figured today was the best day to actually do this video because the markets is down. Polkadot is actually holding steady at $16. So today is a pretty good day to talk about how I would invest $1,000 into the market, seeing as a lot of the coins are down, and this is the best time. You always buy in the red, not in the green. The green is where you take profit if you do want to take profit. You feel me? But let's get right into it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment anything in the comment section down below, and let's get into it. So how would I invest $1,000 into the Polkadot ecosystem? Now, I actually broke this down into three parts. One being somewhat of a safer hold, and then the second portfolio being somewhat of a riskier portfolio. Then the third portfolio, the high risk portfolio, right? This is where you're just really just going for the gems and hoping that everything plays out right? So in the first portfolio, of course, as it being safe, you can't have the big dog of you gotta have the big dog of the whole ecosystem, which is Polkadot. And you guys should already know what Polkadot is as of right now and why people are hyped on it. Parachains are going live, right? Parachains is about to go live soon. The supply shock in Polkadot and Kusama will, increase this price a lot higher. I gave you guys the price target of $100 for Polkadot. Could even go higher than that just because of what we've seen. This bull run is just getting started, right? So first like portfolio has $300 in DOT, right? $300. Then you have $300 in Kusama. Those two is just, they uphold this portfolio because they are the two pillars in the Polkadot ecosystem. Them having parachains on them and having the other Polkadot coins connect to them, right? That's why these two are, you put your most money in these two, $300 each, and collectively they're about $600 each, right? Then next, of course, you got my big dog, my favorite launch pad, which started this whole thing where we might get to see a lot more new launch pads arise, not even just from the Polkadot ecosystem, but from other ecosystems. You got Cardano could probably do something like this, right? And that could be interesting to see how they approach their launch pads, right? Because Pokestarter did add a lot of hype to the ecosystem, did bring a lot more eyes to the forefront on Polkadot, right? Pokestarter was just so cheap and you knew what they was trying to do, so a lot of people wanted to invest in Pokestarter, right? Now Pokestarter here, it's up now. It's up big from the point we talked about it a long time ago, right? It made a lot of people a lot of money, and now it's at a downturn. It's not a downturn, but it's at a dip. It's down 0.87%, which is $1.22 for Pokestarter, and it's just at a $61 million market cap. So this has a lot more room to run, right? So to me, these next three coins is how you want to diverse yourself, how you want to hedge, yourself, how much money you want to put into these, because now you only have $400 left. And of course, me being a big fan of Pokestarter, I chose to put $200 in Pokestarter because I feel like that is second in this ecosystem behind DOT and Kusama, it being a launch pad, right, for new projects to come out onto for more crowdfunding. So I chose to put $200 into this. Now, of course, you got next, which is starting to become a lot of people's favorite coin, Follow Network, right? Follow Network is becoming people's big favorite coin. Now you can substitute Follow Network with Katon, which also does have a big community. Katon is still a good choice. It's a good choice as of right now, but I feel like Follow, with the privacy and how it's working, the big community it has, this is worth to put in your first portfolio, which is at $100 right here. Then lastly we have Robonomics. Now the tokenomics for Robonomics is a big reason why Robonomics is up here. No new coins will be circulating for the next 2 years. That would keep this The circulating supply for Robonomics at 840,000 as of right now, sitting at a market cap of $25 million. It's so low for the potential it has. I do believe seeing this around $150 million market cap. This is one of these coins, one of these Polkadot coins will succeed. It could be Fala, it could be Robonomics, it could be Katon, Ring, Darwinia, the whole Darwinia ecosystem. It could be one of those coins that will explode next after Pokestarter, because Pokestarter did have the big explosion. Right, one of those coins would explode, and you should be positioned right. And being able to have Fala, Robonomics, or even Katon in your portfolio, in the safe portfolio, is actually good, right? Now, lastly, that was the last part. We had XRT, $100 for XRT for basically the first portfolio. Now the second portfolio, you hedge yourself a little bit more, but you still keep Kusama in that portfolio, because Kusama is a pillar, right? And it still will have a lot of upside to run, because this could be a top 10 coin sometime soon. So you have a lot more room to run over Polkadot. So this is a good hold, right? A lot more upside than Polkadot, in my opinion, right? So this right here, you would put $300 in. Now that leaves you $700. Sorry, I can't do math now, right? Actually, that leaves you $700 to work with. Now next, of course, I chose to add Pokestarter in here. Pokestarter for the second portfolio is another $300. Mainly, these two are pretty good coins to actually have in these portfolios. And you'll see why I always choose Pokestarter and Kusama. Kusama being, being a pillar, like I said, and Pokestarter being a launch pad for a lot of projects to come onto, whether it's a Polkadot project or an Ethereum project. So that is very big for Pokestarter, and it has the first mover advantage. So it's always going to be a big player in a launch pad space, right? Actually, Trust Swap was actually the first one, but they had a little bit of problems, and they're still working out what they want to do. But Pokestarter being in it, having the Polkastarter, being in the Polkadot ecosystem and actually being a launch pad is actually very good for itself. So that's what's making Pokestarter so big. I chose to put another 300 into Pokestarter. Now, in this portfolio, you see I switch it up a little bit and added Bondly. Now Bondly has insane upside because of the fact that it's not only working with Cardano, it's also in the Polkadot ecosystem. It's doing a bunch of, you got BSwap, you got NFTs, and that's working with it. Bondly's doing a lot. It's just so low as of right now. A lot of people aren't talking about it, and this is actually the best time, because Bondly is one of the Polkadot coins that hasn't actually exploded, right? That hasn't gone crazy in price, right? As you guys can see, in the past 30 days, they're actually down 26.8%, right? And they're from their all-time high, they're down 66%. A lot of the Polkadot coins are at their all-time high, or actually above their all-time high, which is why I chose to add Bondly to this portfolio, because you're still getting it at around the ground floor. Of course, if you was able to get it at 6 cents about 10 days ago, you will be even better, because now you positioned yourself. You bought it at the lowest point it actually went. Now it's just nothing but upside from it, right? As Cardano starts to build out their ecosystem, and this is the year for Cardano, as they start to build out their ecosystem, and Bondly's helping out with their DeFi ecosystem, Bondly will increase in price, right? People will start to take more notice of Bondly. Right now, it's just in the back as of right now, because a lot more of the other Polkadot projects are getting more of the shine, right? So I would choose to put 200 in Bondly, and of course, now in this portfolio, I also chose Katon. So like I said, I chose Katon in this portfolio. Katon, its market cap, I think it's under like 10 million or something. It's nowhere near where it should be, right? This market cap right here, I hate the fact that it's still unknown. Actually, it's just bad, right? But we know that the max supply as of right now is 51,000 guys. 51,000. The way Katon is, added to the more Katon is generated, is so like you have to stake your ring and you generate a minimal amount of Katon. And Katon being a bridge and having to do with gaming for the Polkadot ecosystem is pretty big. It's a cross-chain bridge, right? So you being able to put some money into here would actually get you right. You put 200 in here, which is the last 200 of your portfolio, will get you about, if you able to get around here, you get about one and some change, like 1.9 Katon. And if you want to just round it off and just get two Katons, you'll be straight. Katon has a lot of upside, especially with the slow circulating supply of it. It could go crazy, right? The all-time high for it was just $400, and it's like a 3x from here, 4x from here, sorry, 4x to get to its all-time high. That's in his portfolio, and this is, you can see, it's a little bit more riskier, but you're being held up by Kusama and Pokestarter, right? Kusama being less risky, and Pokestarter being less risky, like more riskier than Kusama, but still less riskier than the rest, because they have found their niche and actually are working on their working product. Right now, lastly, we go into our last portfolio build for the Polkadot ecosystem, which is pretty much a risky portfolio, but it's upheld by Pokestarter. All portfolios have to have at least Pokestarter in it, I believe, because it's going to become something very big for the Polkadot ecosystem, like I kept telling you guys, right? So in this last portfolio, I chose to put Pokestarter in here and have about $200 in Pokestarter. All right, we already talked about why Pokestarter. Then $100 into Bondly. Bondly is less risky when everything goes live, and this is at its ground floor, so it's definitely going to do well. Which you just put $100 in there. Then of course Fala, another 200 for Fala, and then a new Polkadot coin that just has to come to the ecosystem, right? But actually, you could choose with what Polkadot insurance coin you want to go with. I chose to go with Polka Cover, right? You got Bridge Mutual, you got Polka Insure, and you got Polka Cover. These are the three insurance plays in the Polkadot ecosystem as of right now, right? It's up to you to choose which one do you like better and why, and then you allocate some money to that. And I chose to actually allocate some money to Polka Cover, which is $100, right? Then, of course, Robonomics has another 100. That's the 200. Sorry, 200. That is the last part of this portfolio. Now, the way you want to put your portfolio, you can hedge it like you could split the $1,000 up into 4, which will be cool for you because you won't spread yourself too thin. But you can also choose to allocate the most money into a project that you believe in the most and believe that has the most upside. So you could put like $500 into a coin and then split the last 500 into like 5 coins if you wanted to, or something, or 2 coins. It's just how you want to approach this ecosystem. A lot of people, I've been telling you guys from the beginning, like a long time ago, like a few months ago, that 2021 will be the year of the Polkadot, and you will want to put your money into some Polkadot ecosystem coins, even if you're not actually holding Polkadot or Kusama. And I've been telling you guys that for a while now, but that's how I would actually put $1,000 into the Polkadot ecosystem. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will actually choose to put $1,000 in a different way into the Polkadot ecosystem. So let me know how you would invest your $1,000 into the Polkadot ecosystem in the comment section down below. If you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment anything in the comment section down below, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.